Wow.
You can't hit pretty Charlie like that.
Well, she just did.
Look out. Could be lights out for a bell. Oh, no!
All right, the turnbuckle.
Face first.
Wait a second. Charlie's got
Oh,
a knee roll.
we got a new champion. We got a new champion.
no.
We got a new champion. We got a new champion.
And your winner and new POW Pro Wrestling Champion, Charlie Avell.
It took 3 of you. It took 3 of you to beat me. Charlie, you couldn't even beat me on your own? And you want to call yourself a champion? All right. Listen, I wasn't lying when I said I still have a lot of fight left in me. I still have a lot to give as a POW champion. And mark my words, Charlie, this isn't the end. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get your little boys back.
I did it. I finally did it. I won the POW championship and took down the Tower of Power, Amira. But it sounds like she's getting a rematch next month at Brilliant Adventure. Boys, I know you got my back. So next month, Amira, you and me, one more time for my POW championship.
Well, you saw the shocking outcome of last month's POW Pro Wrestling Championship match. The dawn of a new era, the pretty era of POW is in motion as Charlie Avell is your new champion. And you heard those comments from Amira that she is definitely out for revenge. Folks, this is the POW Pro Wrestling Brilliant Adventure Countdown Show. I am Brian Zane, and usually Mr. Ooh La La is my co-host, but it's a dawn of another new era here as the POW Countdown Show. My new co-host is one former half of the POW Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Mr. Jeremy Blanchard. Good to have you on the show, Jeremy.
That's right, new host. And you know, I find it hard to believe that you could get a man of the caliber of Mr. Ooh La La to come to such a dingy, lit, drafty studio. Give me a break, man.
It's very professionally lit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Toots, can I get some coffee? Come on.
All right, well, we'll get you some coffee maybe between takes here, but be that as it may, we've got a action-packed night of excitement for you this Saturday, April 26th, live from World Pies in downtown Eugene, Oregon. And of course, if you can't be there live and in person, you can always watch us on the POW Pro Wrestling YouTube channel as live can be. Those live streams have been a lot of fun. This one's going to kick off on Saturday, 7 o'clock Pacific time. You gotta be there, because not only, Jeremy, do we have the POW Pro Wrestling Championship rematch, which we'll talk about a little later in this program, we also have a Family Feud truly boiling over. Jeremy, you know a thing or two about Family Feuds, right?
Oh, I do.
Absolutely.
I do. A lot of things about Family Feuds.
Yes, well, this is going to be no exception to the rule that when family gets involved in wrestling, usually it gets pretty combustible. You're going to have two different parts of one big, very intense family, the Hammers and the Cole cousins, and they're going to settle their differences in a coal miner's glove match. Take a look at this. There are few greater success stories in POW than that of Jack and Sledge, the Hammer Brothers. The Brothers of Construction are 3-time POW Tag champs. They're multiple-time POWie Award winners, and their Hammerheads are some of the most loyal fans in the sport. But for the past 6 months, a crack in the foundation of the Hammer dynasty has only gotten larger, and out of its pitch-black shadow have come the Cole cousins. Sharing a common descendant with the Hammers, the Cole cousins have waged both psychological and physical war with their distant relatives, month after month of unwarranted attacks with a coal miner's glove. These cousins are fueled by vengeance, their mission to honor their dying grandfather's last wish to eliminate the Hammer bloodline. Now at Brilliant Adventure, that very glove will be placed high above the ring, and the first team that claims it gets to use it on their opponents. Can the Hammer Brothers put Cooter and Crackers in the dirt, or will the Cole cousins bury Jack and Sledge's championship aspirations?
Hammer Brothers!
You know, you remember this is all about family. This is all about family. It's all about our grandpappy's legacy. This is his legacy. This is our grandpappy's coal miner's glove. Now you want to take this and you want to stick it on top of a pole. See who gets it first, so they can use it however they want. Well, hammers. We have only had one goal, and that is to get vengeance for our grandpappy.
Pain.
And
Suffering.
oh yes.
Pain.
Pain, hammers. This glove is our grandpappy's pain, and it is coming for you. Because what's mine is mine, and Hammer Brothers, what's yours will soon be mine.
Granter's life's pain.
Cole Cousins, you pickaxe carrying, cousin marrying, dirty, stinking, moonshine drinking hillbillies have shafted the Hammer Brothers for the last time. April 26th, Coal Miners Glove Match. We're gonna drill you. We're gonna blast you. We're gonna bury you underground where you belong.
Go ahead and bring your whole damn family. Bring Cooter and Cletus and Crackers and your sister Chlamydia. Bring the whole gang, because the Hammer Brothers are going to use that coal miner's glove like a medical glove, and we're going to give every one of you mind-dwelling mutants a colonoscopy.
We're gonna beat you so bad, your brains are gonna explode out of the back of your skull. We're gonna gut you like a fish. We're gonna skin you alive. As God is my witness, we will turn you two into a lampshade.
Because when you're a hammer,
everybody looks like a nail.
I tell you what, Jeremy, the Coal Miners Glove match, we know it's a historically significant match in the Pacific Northwest. I'm excited to see these two teams bring it back.
Made famous right here. I've been in two myself, and this is one of them, most devastating match you can be in. That is a weapon. That Coal Miner's Glove is a tool, it's a weapon. The first person who gets, look what happened to Mr. Ulala. Okay, I've been upset for weeks now.
I bet you have been, yes. And that is
I hope you're okay, buddy.
It's a big reason why Mr. is not here at the Countdown Show. So we wish you the best in your recovery, Mr. And
you better mean that.
I do mean that. The Coal Miners Glove match, it's going to be not for the faint of heart. No. Once that glove is going to be suspended 8-10 feet in the air above the ring on that steel pole. And Jeremy, speaking of poles, let's talk about some administrative housekeeping in order for April 26th. Now, yours truly, I'm going to be taking a well-deserved vacation after all these months of YouTube title drama, which is why I'm so happy to be announcing my replacement for the month, the deputy, as it were, King Naja, everyone's favorite ring announcer. The man himself is going to be in charge for one night only.
Everyone's favorite ring announcer is a matter of opinion, okay? That bum?
That's right, for one night only, Naja, His Royal Highness himself, is going to be running the roost in POW Pro Wrestling. You know, he and I, we had our differences in the past last year, but in the last several months, he and I have formed a real bond, and I truly trust him to keep things in check while I'm away.
You must be paying him in glitter ones. Yeah.
Well, staying with the subject of your friend, Jonas Albert Robinson, the leader of the Jarmy, he actually was called out in the ring at our last event by the youngster Gunnar
What
Thorson.
an idiot. What
Well,
an idiot.
You say that, but take a look at this exchange, and you be the judge for yourself.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That package pile driver, it hurt. It hurt. But they wasn't damn near enough to put me down. That, and I'm gonna be even more honest with you, I'm bored out of my mind right now. So you, my friend, have a choice. You can run, or you can fight right now.
Oh! Puts down the microphone. Gunnar Thorson's laid down the challenge.
No, who's this guy ever beat? Come in
What
here
you gonna do?
and challenge.
That is a bold challenge made by Thorson. He's calling his shot.
Are we going to see?
Obedient. Very good. You want to fight? You want to fight the Generalissimo?
Generalissimo.
Would you say fight or leave? Well, you know what? I'm gonna leave, but not because you told me to.
Yeah, that's right. You hear that? Not
You
because
see,
Eve told us
I
to.
have a prior engagement.
Yep.
I gotta go eat a little Mexican.
Yep.
But you know what? You want to fight next month? You got it. Because next month, it's going to be Gunnar Thorson one-on-one with Mickey Montoya.
What?
Yes.
Well,
That's more his speed.
Robinson has declared himself the
Jonas,
winner.
you better warn Mickey. I'm kicking his head off his damn shoulders.
And so that match is official. April 26th, you're going to have Gunnar Thorson, the rookie, taking on one of your friends, Jeremy, a member of the Jarmy, in Mickey Montoya.
Oh, this kid doesn't know what he got himself. This Viking doesn't know what he got himself into. I can tell you right now. Mickey, he's on the up and up, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows it, including himself. I mean, I know he's trying to make a name for himself out here, but picking on the Jarmy ain't going to get you anywhere, buddy, but hurt.
Well, what about Jonas's response? I mean, he could have, manned up and he could have fought Gunnar Thorson right then and there, but he took some might say a coward's way out and threw Mickey Montoya into the firing line.
One might say coward, I say genius. That's a smart move. He's getting in the mind of this young Viking. Not too hard to do.
Also in action on the 26th, you're going to see Dr. Cleaver, one member of Despicable Me, taking on the youngster Joey Thornton. Let's hear some pre-match comments from the world's sexiest doctor to see what he has to say about Thornton.
Brilliant adventure. Dr. Cleaver versus Joey Thornton. I must say, I'm a little bit excited for this. I don't have mixed feelings about this at all. Joey Thornton, when I look at you, I see just a little bit of myself. You remind me of a young Dr. Cleaver. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you get better. You know what they say? Diversity brings out the strength in everyone. I am going to bring diversity to you in the form of pain and suffering that you have never felt before. That will be your experience at Brilliant Adventure.
Well, that's going to be a real big test for
How
Joey
coffee?
Thornton.
I ordered
Hey, Jeremy, we're rolling right now. Are you still waiting on coffee?
Yeah. What kind of operation you running here? How long does it take?
You can wait till the end of the filming, and your voice is fine. You're doing this. Your voice is aces from my perspective, so don't you worry. Well, we're sticking around with Despicable Me. We heard from Dr. Cleaver. Now let's turn to the leader of the group, Marcus Eriks. He's been having a real tough time getting his troops in order, but how well will he lead when he takes on Kid Bandit?
Over the past few months, it appears that discontent has spread between Marcus Eriks and Despicable Me. Since losing the barbed wire steel cage match to Funnybone and Drexel, it seems Marcus, Dr. Cleaver, and Eliza True have struggled to stay on the same page. Eriks has put pressure on his minions to win or else, but Eliza and Doc have been doing anything but, with Cleaver even going so far as to reconcile with his former cohorts in Caden Cassidy and King Naja. At Brilliant Adventure, Marcus returns to POW with one thing on his mind: to show Doc and Eliza how it's done by stopping the comeback momentum of the dazzling and dynamic Kid Bandit before it can begin. Will Marcus get his ducks in a row and prove why he is truly despicable, or will Bandit steal the win and leave Despicable Me down in the dumps?
Also making their return to POW, Matt Brannigan will be in action. And of course, what he's going to be doing, we're not entirely sure, but that seems to be the general vibe anytime Matt Brannigan graces a POW pro wrestling ring. You never know what he's going to do.
You never know. Anytime he shows up, comes to town, excitement personified.
He's an odd duck, but he is certainly one to watch here at POW. Another match that I'm looking forward to here, some tag team action as the Alpha Sigma squad, that's the former Aces High, they're taking on a returning IPA out of Washington State. Now, Jeremy, we know that Caleb Kennedy and Brendan Royce, they've been trying to find themselves since splitting off from the Flamin' Aces. That rivalry seems to be done and dusted for now, and now with a new name, they're trying to find a new identity.
Well, IPA in a frat house, nothing but good times, baby. Nothing but good times. I can't wait to watch this.
All right, speaking of tag team action, the tag titles, the belts you and your brother Bubba made famous, the POW tag titles will be on the line as the Hess clan defend once again against Dove and Dangerous. We saw these two teams in action at our last event, but you could tell that the youngsters, Dove and Dangerous, they're wanting a bit more of the tag team champs.
You know, I'm going to give it to them. They really impressed me the last time I watched them. They really impressed me. They're really making some moves. But the fact that the Hess clan could be 1, 2, 3, so you never know who you're gonna get. And that's the hard part. How do you adjust? How do you get ready for a match like that? You never know if you're gonna get Sid, you never gonna get Dom, but we always know what you're gonna get when Papa Hess steps in the ring, baby.
That's right. Wade is definitely the glue that holds that family together. Let's hear from the Hesses and Dove and Dangerous right now.
At the start of the show, you know I had those Frankie facts. We were talking all about the horsies. Nothing changed, Steven. We are the same free stallions we were at the start of the show. Hess clan might think they're some kind of rustlers on the prairie, but they can't catch us. No way. No way.
I got a pounding headache, courtesy of the Hess clan. And you know what?
We got it.
It was in our grasp.
We got him.
POW tag
We
titles
had him.
Are in our hands. Slipped away from Sid Silem and the freak Dom Hess. You know what?
This
April 26th, we're giving him that headache right back. We're coming right back at him. We're gonna get those titles for sure.
Next month. See you there, World Pies. You love to see it, Eugene. Let's go.
Dove and Dangerous. You're no better than Funnybone and Drexel, and we sent them packing. If you're not too careful, boys, we're gonna send you packing too.
Oh boy, this POW Pro Wrestling Daddy has become Hess Clan territory. That's right, the tag team champions, thanks to my boy Dom Hess. Is that right, Dom? Tell him what you did. I tell him, Dom, don't worry about it. Dove and Dangerous, I'd be lying if I didn't say you didn't give us a fight. You boys is pretty, wait, maybe I shouldn't call you boys. Maybe I should call you stallions, huh? That's what you call yourself. Well, you young stallions, you're pretty all right, but you're not all right enough to get past the Hess clan. And on April 26th, boys, the Hess clan is gonna put a couple of stallions out to pasture. Isn't that right, Dom? Isn't that right? You tell him, boy. You tell him.
Jeremy, I tell you what, the matches we've been running down so far on this countdown show, they're all very exciting in their own way, but I am very stoked for the main event. We are going to see Amira get a shot at revenge against Charlie Avell and Dynasty. It was certainly a big day for Dynasty when Charlie Avell became the new champion, but Amira is looking to make it a twofer this weekend. Take a look.
Amira had a lot to live up to after her monumental upset of Funnybone to become POW champion at Base Brawl last July. But the Tower of Power was more than willing to step up, knocking down challenger after challenger, defending her title with pride and purpose. All the while, the man who claims to be the most beautiful in POW, Charlie Avell, had been racking up victories and gaining momentum in his own right, with his sights set on the loveliest fashion accessory of all, the big blue and gold belt. It was hard luck indeed for Amira, who fought off all the members of the Dynasty by herself before finally succumbing to their chicanery. Charlie swooped in to claim the POW title for his own, much to the dismay of the Powder Keg. At Brilliant Adventure, Amira gets her rematch, a shot at revenge and redemption. Can she resume her journey as POW champion, or will Charlie's pretty dynasty continue?
Well, some would say, Jeremy, that it was a miracle that Charlie Avell won the POW title last month. But will lightning strike twice? Will he be so lucky again to best the Tower of Power when she comes gunning for that gold again?
Well, we all know that Charlie, pretty Charlie's riding high. And I think it's the last time we're going to see Amira on top.
Wow.
For a long time.
That is a bold statement, but if anyone can conquer Avell and win back the championship, I firmly believe that Amira has what it takes to become a two-time POW Pro Wrestling champion. And folks, that is just one of the many exciting matches you are going to see this Saturday night at POW Pro Wrestling's Brilliant Adventure. Let's run down the card once again. Big championship rematch as Charlie Avell defends the POW Pro Wrestling title against Amira. The Hess Clan defend the tag titles once again against Dove and Dangerous. Alpha Sigma Squad takes on the IPA. We get the in-ring return of Matt Brannigan. Dr. Cleaver looks for redemption in the eyes of Marcus Erics when he takes on Joey Thornton. And speaking of the despicable ME, Erics takes on a returning Kid Bandit. Gunnar Thorson takes on Jarmy member Mickey Mantoya. And then there's that coal miners glove match. The Cole cousins and the Hammer brothers will wage war. And you know what, Jeremy? It could be a bloodbath. Only one family is going to be left standing at the end of that contest.
Hopefully there's light at the end of that tunnel.
Well, folks, that is what we've got in store for you. Hey, look, your coffee finally arrived. Folks, that is what's going to be in store for Brilliant Adventure on Saturday, April 26th, live from World Pies in Eugene, or our YouTube channel, live as live can be. For Jeremy Blanchard, I'm Brian Zane. We'll see you there for Brilliant Adventure. How's the coffee?
Is that Sanka? Good